Hello, Nathaniel here. I am in Sergeant Bluffs, which is a suburb of Sioux City in the very, very northwestern part of Iowa. The really interesting thing about this area is Sergeant Floyd's monument, which you can see behind me. Sergeant Floyd was the only member of the Lewis and Clark Trail that started off with them that died on the expedition. Sergeant Charles Floyd was born in 1782, and he was from Kentucky. He joined the Lewis and Clark Trail because he was related to Clark, and came with them up the Missouri River to this spot here, where he succumbed to what modern doctors believe to be pancreatitis on August 20th, 1904. Now, Sergeant Floyd was buried a short distance from here, but due to erosion, his body and his gravesite was starting to wash away, and his remains had to be rescued from the water. He was interred 2 additional times since then, before this monument was laid, and after 1895, they decided to have a more permanent place for his remains. In 1900 to 1901, this monument was built for him, and was due to the 1935 Historic Sites Act, led the way for this monument to become the very first National Historic Monument dedicated by the U.S. Department of the Interior in 1960. So from 35 to 60 is how long it took them to name their very first historical site. But Iowa has that. This is also one of 2 sites named in Iowa that come from the Lewis and Clark Trail. This one, Sergeant Bluffs, and then the other one is downriver at Council Bluffs, where Lewis and Clark had a council with local Indian tribes along the set of bluffs, therefore Council Bluffs. And these bluffs here, the bluffs area here overlooks the river, also bluffs. So that's kind of why they kept the name Bluff, so Sergeant Bluffs. So that's the little brief history about this part of Sioux City and Woodbury County. This is kind of a nice monument. It is a standard obelisk, which is a standard Roman style monument that was created all over the Roman Empire. And this was during the time of U.S. history where they had a lot of copying of Roman architecture and a lot of different things. So that's basically the answer for why the monument looks the way that it does. It's quite tall. I'd say probably getting near 4 stories. So that's Sergeant Bluff's Charles Floyd's monument and gravesite. He is interred here currently. He's in the middle of it. Since his body kept wanting to wash away, he apparently wasn't done exploring, since his body was actively trying to escape the grave and go into the river. But he's permanently interred here now, and it's cool. This is actually one of the monuments I actually sought out when I started traveling around the state initially. I was here first time in 2005. I had driving around a bunch of Swedish students. They wanted to go see South Dakota. I'm like, well, we're gonna go that far. We're gonna follow the Lewis and Clark Trail. We're gonna come by here. So here's another look at the view of the river. If you can kind of see that, if the sun doesn't block it all out. But I gotta go. Duty calls, and I gotta go watch a political debate right now with Kim Reynolds and Fred Hubble. Go Kim, go! Let's keep Iowa moving. And red wave, baby, red wave in 2018. All right, guys, peace out.